Welcome to the Sam and Joe VA Show, where we teach women just like you how to start and scale a thriving virtual assistant business.
We're your hosts, Sam and Joe, and get ready to have the control, flexibility, and freedom you've always dreamed of.
Welcome to episode 64. You're overthinking it.
Yeah. I'm an overthinker. I often get stuck in this weird headspace where I worry about things and I think about them too much. But you know what? It's not healthy. If you start overthinking everything in terms of your business, it's just going to freeze you. You're not going to go anywhere. You are going to be stuck in the mud. There's no moving forward when you're overthinking every single step in this. Look, there's lots of things you could be overthinking as a virtual assistant. We've chosen 5 that we're going to go through. There's probably like 50 more, but these are the top 5 things that we see virtual assistants overthinking on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm. First one is choosing their services. I feel like this is, aside from finding clients, that's the biggest struggle that VAs have. This is the second, I reckon. The choosing services. It's like, how do I get started? Like, what services am I going to choose? And we see this all the time. Virtual assistants are really fixated on choosing the right services right from the start.
Mm-hmm.
And we say, like, choosing services is about what do you have experience in? What are you most confident in? What have you done before that you could offer to potential clients? That should be your service or services.
Mm-hmm.
I think whatever we're going to talk about, all the different things that people overthink, it really comes down to you can always change it later. Nothing is set in stone. Even your business name is not set in stone. I've changed it before. Like, everything is changeable because you are the business owner and you are in control. So choose some services, go with them in the beginning and run with it. See what clients you can get, whether you like doing those services, because knowing that you can always change it later should help you not overthink it.
Yeah, you've touched on a couple of really key points there, Joe. The first one is around mindset, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You are now stepping into a business where you need to be stepping into a business owner mindset. So we see this all the time. Virtual assistants that have come from a corporate 9-to-5, and they're stuck in that employee mode. You need to get out of that. There's no more of somebody telling you what to do and how to do it all the time. This is your business. You are the boss. You wear that CEO crown. So you've got to make the decisions and you've got to make them fast. But that's okay because, as Joe said, you can change them down the track. The services I offer now in my virtual assistant business are completely different to the services that I offered 6 years ago when I first started out.
Yeah.
And that's okay.
We've added, we've subtracted, like they can change and evolve. So there is no point overthinking it in the beginning. And also not overthinking it to the point of like, I need to provide all of the services, all of the options, because I don't want to potentially discount a client who's coming to me because they didn't know that I offered that as a service. Forget all of that. Narrow it down. Choose just one thing would be amazing if you can. One thing that you're going to provide. And it could be, I'm going to provide executive assistant services.
Yeah.
You don't have to say inbox management, diary management, I provide virtual executive assistant services, executive virtual assistant services, whatever job title you want to give yourself. That's the service that you provide. Or I provide bookkeeping.
Yep.
Or I provide creative services. Quite broad, but still it's a starting point.
You just got to start somewhere, right? Just got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
We also get virtual assistants that have listened to our podcasts, have attended our summits and stuff, And so they know how powerful a really good specialty or niche is to their business, but then they get stuck because they can't pick one. But that's okay. If you can't pick one right now, that's all right. Just go back to, what do you already have skills and experience in doing, and do you enjoy doing it? And just offer those. Offer them for a few months. Your niche will then magically come at some point when once you're doing the work for the clients, you're very soon going to figure out the jobs that fill you with joy and the jobs that fill you with dread.
Yeah, start with something. Something is better than nothing and stalling your progress.
Yeah.
All right. What's something else that people struggle and
Right.
overthink?
Next best thing is pricing. Pricing. Agonizing over an hourly rate. Tearing their hair out over putting together packages and service plans.
I think too, the advice in the industry is create packages, value-based pricing, fixed fee. This is what it includes, package. If you're starting out and that's really hard for you and you're overthinking how to create the package, just start with an hourly rate.
Yes.
Just to get that first client on board, figure out how long things take, what you want to include, what you want to exclude in your package, and then develop the package over time. There is no point taking 2, 3, 4 months to try and get all of this all sorted, organized. You got your services and like specialties sorted, you're niched, you've got your packages, like everything's all ready to go. You might get on a client and then you're like, I don't actually like doing this.
Yeah. It happens. We've seen it happen. Look, pick a number, any number. It's going to be the wrong number because we've all started off at the wrong number. I started off at the wrong number. Jo, was your first hourly rate wrong number? It's going to be wrong. So you might as well just pick one, literally out of the air, and go with it, because in a month's time you're going to change it. Guaranteed.
Yeah. And you can change it. It's your business. Keep coming back to this business mindset. You can make changes at any point in time. You're going to get it wrong in the beginning, but at least you started, and at least you got the ball rolling, and at least you got that first client.
Yeah. Okay, next up on our list, it's not as big as services and pricing, but it is something that we do see a few virtual assistants overthink, and that is their business name.
And I think we can probably roll this into the next one too. Business name and job title.
Yeah.
They come hand in hand. We're agonizing over the perfect name, and it has to be something unique that no one else has. And like, should it be something to do with my name? Should it not? Should it be something to do with my region? Like, what if I change the job title that I have or the services? Like, I don't know what my business name should be because I don't know what to niche into. Just go with something first. It could be Jo Jensen's Virtual Assistant Services, Jo's VA Services. It doesn't actually matter.
No, people are not going to hire you because of your business name.
And you can change it.
And you can change it. Yeah, exactly. Job titles. There's a big thing at the moment. Should virtual assistants be calling themselves virtual assistants? We've got virtual assistants that have niched, they've specialized, so their job titles are more to do with the service, the exact service they provide, rather than the industry that they're in. We've got virtual assistants that have moved into an OBM role, an online business management role, rather than a virtual assistant role. Once again, it really doesn't matter. And you can change it.
Yeah, I think people, like, they go one way or the other. They go like, I'm going to make it accurate what my job title is. I'm going to say I'm the director, I'm the founder, I'm the CEO, I'm a virtual assistant. What actually matters is your potential clients, or are your potential clients going to understand what you do with the job title that you've chosen? Director is irrelevant. Yes, you're a director of a company if you've like actually gone down that route and created a company, but tell the person that's potentially going to hire you what you could do for them in your job title. Could just be virtual assistant. Are people searching for virtual assistants? Are people talking about virtual assistants? They sure are. So how about just start with virtual assistant? You can
Yeah.
always change it over the time. That is the easiest thing to change. You go into your LinkedIn profile, you update your job title, boom, done. You update your email signature, boom, done. Don't agonize over that. Just think from the perspective of your potential client. What would they understand your job title to be that relates to them and the services that you'd provide?
Yeah, and you know what? It doesn't actually matter whatever that job title is. There is always going to be somebody out there that you come across, whether in person or virtually, that isn't going to know what that job title means.
Mm.
They've never heard of virtual assistant. They don't know what an EA is. They don't know what an OBM is. That's okay. That conversation that you have with them shouldn't then be the catalyst for you to start overthinking the job title that you've picked.
Yes. The only person that needs to understand what your job title is someone who could potentially hire you. If your job title is OBM, the only person that matters to is the person wanting to look for an OBM. That's the only person you need to attract. You don't need to attract someone who doesn't know what an OBM is. That's because they're never going to hire one. They don't need one. They want to attract the people that actually want that service from you. That's the people you're attracting. So go with OBM. It's an online business manager. Write it out in full if you want to.
Yeah, if your neighbor or your mum or your granddad or your great aunt Gertrude doesn't know what a virtual assistant is, it doesn't matter, because chances are they're not your ideal client. Let it go.
Yeah. You do not have to have everyone understand. You do not have to attract, or you don't actually want to attract everyone. You want to attract a very narrow group of people who get it, who understand, who want to hire someone like you.
All right, last one on our list is the virtual assistants, or those aspiring virtual assistants that are overthinking their entire brand.
Mm-hmm. We hear this a lot online. Brand is so important. Your personal brand, your logo, your design. Everyone's all about design, looking great, Instagrammable, all of that stuff. If you are overthinking that, all you are doing is stalling your progress to get your first client or get your next clients.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff, honestly, when you're just starting out, doesn't matter.
Nope.
What matters is the people that are in your network that you are reaching out to and letting them know what you do now, that already know, like, and trust you. That's all that matters. Overthinking your brand just means you're stalling your progress.
Yeah. I didn't have a brand. I didn't have an online presence at all. I didn't have a business name. And I was fully booked before I even considered any of that. And this is what we teach the members in the members club. We get them at a place where they are confident and they're getting clients without any of that, because it's just not needed. You're the only person that cares about it.
Mm-hmm.
No one else does. The important stuff isn't your colors and your fonts and how pretty your logo is. The important stuff is you and how you're coming across and how you're connecting with people and how you're building relationships with them or reconnecting with them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the important thing.
So if you have been doing this a couple of months, you don't have the next clients yet, or you've stopped getting clients for some reason, are you overthinking it? Very likely that you are, because many of us do. So choose something, go with it. Know that you can always change it down the track. You are now a business owner. You need to step up as a business owner and make some quick, hard decisions. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Sam and Joe VA Show. If you'd like to find out more, head to the VA Foundry website to check out the Members Club and the amazing resources, training, and coaching.
You can find us at thevafoundry.com.